Hi everybody. Today I want to talk about my go bag. So if you're new here, I live full-time in Canada in a 2010 Chev Express 2500. Yeah, that's it. That's what I do. And I live by myself in New Brunswick. Now I have friends here, tons of great friends here, but I don't have family to rely on. So I decided to put together a go bag for a couple of different reasons. If I get caught in a accident, a car accident, if I have a medical emergency, I have several medical conditions. So if I have a medical emergency or any other reason why I'm being taken away from my home, this bag will be perfect for just a catch-all. It's the everything you need. It's the go bag. So, pardon me. So what I wanted to do today was show you what goes in my go bag and my theory for doing it. One thing you will notice that's not in here is food and water. I live in a city. I don't think that food or water would help me. I am not going to be stranded without food or water. I will always probably have that. Because we're talking about probably like a hospital stay, or just even like an overnight stay at a hotel, just something that is unexpected. So this is like important papers and things that I'd like to have, things that I think are a good idea. Start with my wallet. I keep a card on me when I go day to day to work, but I keep my ID and other information in my wallet. There's a bit of cash, not much. I just fixed my van. I don't have any cash, but I try to keep. I have coin in here for doing laundry, and I get a bit American because the States is not very far from where I live. So a little bit of that. My passport, my driver's license, my Medicare card, because that's what that is in New Brunswick here. Next is medication. I take medication, and I have a 7-day supply here. This will do things like it will let the doctors know what it is I take. So if I, if I am going into the hospital for any reason, it'll let them know what I take. If it's just that the car broke down or whatever, then I'll have medication for 7 days without having to worry about where I'm going to get it, like how I'm going to find it, like all the things. The house burns down. We've had that a few times at the pharmacy where a house burned down and people need all their medications like right away. They need their bedtime dose, like it. So I keep this. So what I do is I have 2 of these containers. Excuse me. I have asthma and I'm still trying to get over an asthmatic attack. I've had prednisone and it's still working its way through. So excuse me for coughing and stuff. So I have another one of these. I keep one of them that I use on a regular in my cupboard. And then what I'll do is when that one's finished, I'll fill it up and switch it out. So that one will go in here and this one will go and be my daily. That keeps all my medications updated and it keeps them current, and I'm not gonna have something in my bag that is expired. It's just a good way to do it. I have a couple of this is a knee brace, a couple of braces. This is a knee brace and this is a wrist brace. Specifically because my right knee and my right hand always do this to me. I'm a little bit overweight, and so I have knee problems. I try to avoid things like stairs and anything that's going to push on my knee. So I have a knee brace, that can help me out when there's a problem, and then a wrist brace, because the same thing happens to this wrist every once in a while. It just gets weak. It just gets sore. So I just put a brace on it for a couple of days and it's fine. And it's just old age. It's nothing to do with anything. But, you know, I'd like to have them if I need them. Plus, it's a good place to store it because I know where it is. So then more things that I have in here. I have a pair of socks and a pair of underwear. That's it, just socks and underwear. One pair. Just so I can, the next day, get dressed and be comfortable and then try to figure out what's going on. Because, you know, the next day you can sort of like, you know, figure things out, and you know, there's a way to get around it, but you don't know that at the time. So that's just to help me get through the next day. I have water wipes. Water wipes is water with some grapefruit extract, and that's it. That's all it's in it. So I know that some van lifers use regular baby wipes for all sorts of things. I use wet water wipes for all sorts of things. Cleaning my dishes and cleaning my body, and, you know, wiping my face off when it's hot out. Just all sorts of things. So this is an unopened pack, and I just throw it in here because I will use it for all sorts of things. And then what will happen is I have a pack that I use up here all the time. And what I'll do is I'll take this pack and put it out there, and then I'll get a new pack to put in here. That rotating thing again, it just makes sense to me because I'm in pharmacy, and we rotate, and it just makes sense. So a couple more things. I have this little tiny bag of, it's just memory crap. I have a bunch of little memory sticks in here, plus a little bit of junk. There's some adapters and stuff. Not really anything, but they're all little things, and so I want to keep them all together. And that's I have no idea what's on those memory cards, so half of them I can't use. So I don't know what they are. I want to keep them. This little pencil box is really handy. I keep my cords for my phones and the boxes, just in case I have something I need to plug in. In this container, just because of the size of it, I also keep the larger medications that aren't tablets. There's a nasal spray that I don't use very often, but when I do use it, it's handy. I also will keep like a Ventolin or salbutamol inhaler in here, which I really don't use very often, except for this past month has been horrid. So I have been using my Ventolin inhaler. So I've got it beside me over here, and in a pocket at work all the time right now. So if I had a spare, I would put it in here, but I don't have a spare, but that's okay. I don't need two. I also use a Ventolin inhaler, and I will get a spare for that once I fix my finances from fixing my vehicle. I spent every last cent I had, plus a bunch my daughter lent me to fix up my vehicle. So first thing I'm going to do is get an inhaler for this. I mean, there's so many things that I'd like to do. And the only thing that's holding me back is just a little bit of money. But it's not like I need it. I don't need an extra inhaler. I've got an inhaler that I use every day. So I don't need it. And if I'm without that inhaler for a couple of days while I'm trying to get something from the pharmacy, I will be okay. So I'm not too concerned. This book, it's called Gone Burger, and this book is all about important information that some people will need once I'm gone. So it's where to find my information, what information you're going to need, you know, like anything that I'd like to say to anybody after I'm gone, you know, like it's like insurance, it's like anything money-wise, anything medical-wise. It's just a copy of everything. It's all condensed so that my family just has to go in and find it, and they know about it, and I just keep updating it as I go because everything changes. Some masks, just some paper masks. I felt really sick a little while ago, and I thought maybe I should have some masks in case I was, for some reason, too sick. So I just keep these in here because it's a handy thing to have if you're, you know, something comes up. COVID might happen. You never know. Paperwork. All in here is like real pictures that I want to keep. There's some maps in here. There's some other junk, memories, cards. I have a card from my mom and a card from my dad. They signed. My dad signed before he passed away, and my mom, she's still here, but I like to keep the card anyway. And there's also a vaccination record in here. I can't think of anything else. Just, you know, just important things that I might have, paperwork that I might need. Pictures of my grandbaby. Solid pictures of my grandbaby. Okay. It's an A5 notebook. It is a binder, and in here I have money matters. Anything that I've done with money, any food, anything that I've talked to like a dietitian or watched something on YouTube that I thought that was important, I threw it in here. Anything that I'm working on, cards, t-shirts, candles. For a while it's not for a while. I would like to get away from the bricks and sticks. I would like to be able to move all the time and go places, different places. That's just not in my cards right now, and that's fine. I don't mind working at the pharmacy. So this is just ideas of things that I could make to sell, which I'm not very good at advertising either, so, you know, fine. Interesting stories that I'd like to read, anywhere I'd like to go. Here's a bunch of waterfalls and places like Hopewell Rocks, St. George's Fish Ladders, just different places in the province that I kind of like to hit up. A bunch of empty paper, of course. Just, it's junk binder. My Shelly on the Go book. My friend made me this, and it is all the ideas of things that I could make and do to be self-sufficient and not have to work in a pharmacy. Any ideas I have, you know. I have a tablet. I have a tablet. Excuse me. It is not useful. It's very not useful. So I hardly ever use it for anything. I mostly use my phone for everything, but I have it. It's a larger screen, so it might be useful for something. And this is my bag of toiletries, junk, things that I use. Thought that it might be handy to have. Shampoo bar and a cloth. This is just like a J cloth that I cut into 4. I use these on a regular basis for my hair and soap and stuff. They dry really quick and they're reusable, so I can throw them on my laundry. And I mean, humidity. The humidity in my vehicle is really high. It's 41 degrees right now, so something drying in here, it's not going to dry very quickly. So I try to keep things that don't retain the water. And then I also have a oh my goodness, this is terrible. It's for wiping my nose. It's a reusable handkerchief. Handkerchief. It's a handkerchief. It just washes, so it's no big deal, but I thought it'd be handy. Handy for a lot of things. You can use it for a lot of things. It washes up. Lip stuff. I get dry lips. This is it's a spoon. It's a spork. It's a spoon fork. And it's collapsible so that when there we go. It's good that it's so hard to open and close, because then when you're using it, it's actually a pretty good little spork. It's got little tines on it. So you can use it as a fork or a spoon. So that's really handy. And I just like having it just in case I'm, you know, in a hotel room and they don't have one. And that includes a reusable silicone straw. It just folds up in here nicely. And so I have a straw at all times. And the last little thing I have is my toiletries bag. So I have a teeny tiny little deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, tiny little brush. I got this in the toy department. Love it. Don't care. Love it. I have a couple Band-Aids. And I have a kit. And this is just a nail kit. And the reason I have a nail kit is because nail clippers are handy and I use them all the time. But it has scissors and it has tweezers, which are good for more things than just your nails. You know, especially if you're stuck, there's a lot of handy things in here. It's really cute, keeps it all together. I rarely do my nails, but you'll notice today I have some, stickers. They're stickers. So I was playing around with my nail stickers. So that's what I keep in here. There's nothing in here that is terribly expensive, or, you know, a couple of things are really important to me, of course, obviously, the pictures and paperworks and stuff that I have in handy. But mostly it's just convenience. You know, if I'm stuck for a day, if I have to get out of my vehicle and go to the hotel for a night, if I am in the hospital and my friends are like, you know, what can we do for you? I can say, just like, grab me this bag and it's everything I need. And then, you know, I feel safer. It's just a go bag. It's great. It's handy. It's not too bad. So anyway, thanks. If there's anything you can think of that you'll have questions about, please don't hesitate to ask questions down below. Also, if there's something that you would add, throw that down there too. I'm really interested. And like I say, I don't put food and water in here because I live in the city. There's going to be a 24-hour convenience store, you know. And if I'm in the hospital, I can get food and water. And if I'm, you know, in a hotel room, I can get food and water. So I'm not really concerned. Things that I am going to change is making sure my medication is updated. There is, like my couple inhalers, make sure that they get in here permanently. And also just, you know, have like $100 in cash. It's a goal. I'm working on it. It goes slow, but that's okay. So that I can have, like, just in case money, you know, just in case. That's what this bag is all about. It's a great idea, and it's something that I should have had from the beginning, but I didn't. It just sits there. It does nothing. But if I want to use any of the books in here, I just have to grab them out of here rather than if they were there or here. It doesn't matter. They might as well sit in here. And same with the medication. You know, like it's not hidden away out back or anything. And I'm not going to hide it under my bed. I'm going to keep it local. So if I do have to grab it, I can grab it. And if I have to ask my friend to grab it, they don't have to try to figure out where I put it. So anyway, that's what I got. Thank you very much for paying attention. If you have any questions, down below. Thanks.